Welcome to Unload It. I'm Crystal. This is Megan. We're giving you tips to get more steps in daily. Everybody is talking about the value of walking, and there's no downplaying it. It's so essential. Whether we're talking about like improved health outcomes or we're talking about fat loss, mental health, you name it. Like getting out and walking is really, really like a magic bullet. I often will say that to my clients. So people want to know, how can I do it? Like what are some tips and tricks? Because I really struggle. I'm stuck around 5,000.
And there's little tricks throughout the day, like just making your life a little more inconvenient. So doing more trips to the laundry room and back when you're doing laundry, or walking for your cool down after your workout, or like parking further away from the grocery store, especially if you know it's a lower step day. Little things like that can start to really add up and help out. I developed a few little tricks over the last 2 years, especially. So if my family and I are driving somewhere and I'm not the one behind the wheel, I'll leave early and start walking in the direction that we're headed. So I might get a 10 to 40 minute walk in just on the way to wherever we're going. The car picks me up along the way, no extra time needed for anyone, and it's just a head start.
I think like one of the things that's really obvious is that you have to be a bit intentional.
Yeah.
Like that's even with what you're saying,
Yeah.
these things that you've built in, like there has to be an intent because it's not just going to happen. Like I said, especially if you're someone that sits at a desk or like works from home or whatever, you have to schedule it. You might have to make an effort. I will often check my Garmin during the day and kind of figure out where am I at. Like by noon, I like to have a certain number of steps. I'll look if I'm not at between 3,000 to 5,000 by noon, I know I've been sitting a lot in the morning. I got some work to do. There's a lot of things that you can do within your day and ways that you can set your life up. But I think the big takeaway is just like you have to think about it. You have to plan it. You have to be intentional, even with those like little things that you do, to try to get the steps, whether it's like parking further away. It's like it might be a bit of a sort of process to change your habits if you're someone that has always made things incredibly convenient and suddenly switching to like, how do I make this a little bit harder so I have to get those steps? But you can if you try. And I think that's the big takeaway is just try.
Yes, absolutely.